So, welcome back to Turning Pages with Bree. So glad you took some some of your time to spend with me on this video of my March wrap up. I have finally stopped reading for the month of March. Today is the 31st, and so anything that I'm in the middle of, it's going to go over into April, and so I am not pressed to finish anything up today. Just starting out on a couple of books currently, and we'll talk about them at the end of next month. But had a really good March reading month. I read some physical books, I read some ebooks, but I read the most with audio. Read about 20 plus books this month total. And just gonna get right into it. Now I am gonna share with you, because I've done a vlog, basically not a vlog, but I've done a review of a few of the books that I really enjoyed this month already, and just don't want to have this video be extremely long. So I am going to basically name off, and you'll see the books up here, so you can see the different books that I've read, and I'll give you basically one-liners, very simple review on what I thought of the book, so that you can then decide if that is something you want to read as well, or if possibly you've already read it and you may want to just share in your comments about how you felt about it. But anyways, going to get right into it. The first book I read, or the first book for the month of March, was Shadows and Whispers by Casey Mills. This book basically, I would say, was a 3.5 to 4 star. I think, I can't remember exactly what I put in on Goodreads, but I very much enjoyed it. It reminded me of another book that I have read in the past, but it was a little different, had a different spin to it. I enjoyed it enough to where I wanted to go and read the second book in the installment, and she hasn't came out with another one, so you'll hear me talk about that one, because I went right ahead and picked up the second one, and also read that one as well. I think this is my first Casey Mills read. Like I said, really enjoyed her, and definitely want to read more by her in the future. But moving right along, I would just say this is a definitely read now, I would say. And it's a romance book, of course, you know that. The next book I read, and this was one I'd already kind of talked about, I think, in previous videos, but it was One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris. Loved this book down. This I gave a 5 star. This is my first read of hers. Made me enjoy it so much that I wanted to go ahead and read another one of her books, because this one, by far, it starts off a little slow, but it picks up and it is intriguing. I enjoyed the read. I enjoyed the push and pull. I enjoyed the storyline. Everything about the book, I really did enjoy it. It's different from the hot and steamy. It's really not any spice in there. Very little, just a, hint of it, but not any spice like that at all. So it was just a really good read. I enjoyed it a lot. And so I gave this a 5 star. Moving right along, I read Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. Now, this book I've heard a lot of people talk about, and I must say I enjoyed it. I don't know that I gave it or read now. I would say read when you have time. That's just my opinion. It wasn't a bad read. I enjoyed the book, but it was okay. It was okay to me. I just would say maybe a 3 star for me, in my opinion, only my opinion. But it was a good read, and definitely would say read when you have time. Of course, romance, that's what this one is. And the next book I read was The Only One Left by Riley Sager. That was my first book of, and these are actually all first books of these authors so far. Hadn't read anything by any of these authors. The Only One Left, this was a thriller. If you enjoy thrillers, I would definitely say you want to go ahead and read now. This one, it kept you engaged. It was very good it was a very good read to me. It flowed well. It kept you interested, and I definitely think if you are looking for a good thriller to pick up, this one would be ideal. The next book I read was Saint Baptiste 2 by Miss Candace. This is the second installment in the Soul Ties series, and I can't remember exactly what I gave this, but it definitely is spicy. If you are looking for a book with a lot of spice, this would be one to choose. It is definitely, a wonderful Black romance where the main male character is Saint Baptiste, and he is loving down on the female main character. I enjoyed the book. It's definitely kept you engaged, kept you interested, and wanting to read more. I loved it. But anyways, moving right along. Saving Noah by Miss Lucinda Berry. This one, it was my saddest book that I have read to date. It was, to me, a 2-star because I did not enjoy it. I went into this book blind, and I kind of wish I would have read the back, and I don't normally say that, but I really wish I would have read the synopsis before I actually went ahead and read this one because it was so extremely sad to me. It talks about a child abusing other children, a child pedophile, and that is just something that I do not want to read about. And it also has deals with suicide, death, and everything. It's very, very sad in my opinion, and I just did not like it that much for my read, because when I'm reading, I just want to read something that makes me feel good or just gives me some emotion. But the sad emotion, I don't really want that. You can keep the sad emotion. That ain't me. So anyways, just didn't like that one too much. The next one I read was Playing for Keeps by Kendall Ryan. Now, I actually accidentally got this book to read because I was looking for Kennedy Ryan books when I was pulling up the list of books to read next, and accidentally clicked on Kendall Ryan. And so this is one I listened to, and I ended up going ahead and started listening to it, realized it was different than Kennedy Ryan. It wasn't Kennedy, it was Kendall Ryan. But I had invested a little bit of time into listening to it, and it was kind of interesting. So I went ahead and, it was a hockey romance, and it was cute. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I think I gave it a 3-star. Like I said, I accidentally kind of came upon this one, but I ended up enjoying it. It's a cutesy romance, but it does have spice in it. It does have spice. So if you are looking for a hockey romance that is a little spicy as well, then you may want to pick up Playing for Keeps. This is the first in a series. I have not picked up anything else in the series, but it was a cute read. The next one is a thriller I read was Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulik. I had actually read another book by him and enjoyed that book so much that I said, oh, let me go ahead and see what else he has. And this was the next book that he had that I found was called Hidden Pictures. And let me see, I'm going to tell you, hold on one second. I'm going to tell you the name of the book that I read last month that was his, and I really enjoyed it. The Last One at the Wedding. So I really, really enjoyed that one. And this one actually did not miss either. It was good. It wasn't as good as the last one at the wedding, but I did enjoy it. It kept you engaged. It was a good thriller to me. I definitely like this author's writing. So it's my opinion. I will definitely be reading more by him as he brings out more books. I don't know if he has anything else out, but I enjoyed it. So I think I gave this a 4-star, and definitely advise, I would say, read now, because it's a good book. The next one I read was Inevitable Conclusions by Christina C. Jones. You know I love Miss Christina C. Jones books, and this is a part of a series. It's a 3-book series. I actually read all 3 books. This was the first one, Inevitable Conclusions. It's a short romance, but it is so good. I enjoyed it, ate it up. Definitely say read now. And if you are looking for a good romance book, this is one you want. This is what you want. The next one was Dawning and Resurgence by Casey Mills. And this is the second one in that series that I started out the month with. It was excellent. It was good. It was a good book. I definitely enjoyed reading it. Can't say anything bad about it at all. I think I gave this one a 3.5. I think I gave it a 3.5 stars, but I liked the storyline. It was, of course, the romance as well, and definitely would say read now. Like I said, the series was a good series to me. It's not a 5-star, but it's definitely a read now to me. It is 3+. The next one I read was Lilac, A Sound of Love by Asia Monique. I have read other books, I think one or two other books by Asia Monique. And so I'm trying to read more in her catalog because I kind of like her writing style as well. This one was okay. It wasn't as good as some of the other ones that I've read, but this is a part of a series, and I did not realize that I wasn't on the first one of the series. I think this is the second book, so I'm going to go back and read. I think the first one is Magnolia, and it's about the sisters, the Flower sisters. I think they're all named after flowers, and so I think it's like 5 books total in the series. So I'm going to read them all. But I definitely am going to back up, hopefully maybe this month, and read Magnolia, the first one. So at least I'm in order somewhat. But I would say this one is read when you have time. It's okay. It's a nice, easy read. It's nothing long, and it is, just a nice, cute romance. It's not, like I said, it's not over the top or anything. It's just something to kind of fill in, so not bad. The next one was Inevitable Seductions by Christina C. Jones, which is part of that Inevitable series. I was telling you, I read all 3 of them. This was the next one that I read of hers. Chef's Kiss, very good. Enjoyed all of it. Cannot say nothing bad about it. I would say read now. The next book I read was, and I'm just going to lump these all together because I enjoyed this and talked about this already, so I am not going to spend a lot of time, but it was by Miss Shanora Williams, the Kane series, Wanting Mr. Kane, Breaking Mr. Kane, Loving Mr. Kane, and Being Miss Kane. There's 4 books, and I talked about it, like I said, on another video. So I'm just going to tell you that these were 5 stars for me. I enjoyed it. This is my first introduction to reading anything by Miss Shanora Williams. This kicked it off for me with her. I am all in. I enjoy. This was an age gap series, and it was. I cannot say nothing negative about it. I enjoyed every single bit of it, to the point that I read it. I stopped everything and read it back to back to back to back. I enjoyed it that much. So I was not consuming anything else. I was consuming Mr. Kane and now Miss Kane. It was good. It was very, very good. So 5 stars for me on that one. The next one I read was No One Can Know by Kate Marshall. This is my first time. This is a thriller. This is my first time reading Miss Kate Alice Marshall books or book. And I can say that this was a pretty good one. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I think I gave it a 3.5 star, but it's a thriller, and I would say you could definitely read this now. Yeah, I would say read now on this one. The next one was The Inevitable Addiction by Christina C. Jones. That's the third one in the Inevitable series. Another romance, another great book. It ends being that's the last one. They all kind of go together, so to speak, but it was a read now for me. I definitely would say you want to pick that series up. You will enjoy it. Miss Christina C. Jones, she does a good job with the book. So you're not going to get any negative or me on hers. And I don't think I said it, but with the Kane series, going back to that, that's read now. Read right now. Go run and read it. Okay. The next one was Bad for Me by Shanora Williams. This was really unexpectedly good. It was like action in there. It's a romance, but it's like a romance with a hint of bad boy situations going on. And I really, really like this book. It's the standalone, so it wasn't a series, but I gave this book a 5-star, I believe. So if you are looking for a really, really good book to read, Miss Shanora Williams, she got you. The next book I read was also by Miss Shanora Williams, and that was The Perfect Ruin. She writes not only romance, but she also writes thrillers. And so I am picking up some of her thrillers now and reading them. The Perfect Ruin was a really, really good book. I said read now on that one as well. It kept me engaged. It was thoroughly interesting. If you're looking for a good thriller, that's one you can put on the books. You are going to not want to put it down. The next one I read was Beware by Miss Shanora Williams. I'm telling you, I was all in Shanora's catalog. Beware was good. It wasn't as good as The Perfect Ruin to me. It's interesting though. It's a duology, so it has a Beware 2. I haven't picked up the Beware 2 yet, but I may. I didn't like it as much as I did the other books by her, but I did like it. I mean, it's not bad. It does have spice. It does have spice. So just know that it's spice in there. Cause this is more of a romance, or it is a romance book, but it's got a lot of action in it as well. But it's not bad. But like I said, it wasn't her best for me of what I've been reading of hers. I like some of the other ones a whole lot better. So I would say read when you have time, whatever. The next book I read was Right as Rain by J.B. Vampel. Y'all, this book was so good. I enjoyed every single bit from the start to the finish. The banter, the conversation that you get between the friends and the family and the relationships that are built, it keeps you just engaged with the book. I really, really liked how she did this, and I will definitely say this is a read now. I am looking forward to picking up another book by her. She has another one. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'm going to be picking that up pretty soon to read it because I enjoyed it. And it was very engaging. And this is a good romance book that is not heavily spiced at all. I mean, it's got just a hint, but not, y'all, it's not even enough to even worry about. It's engaging from the storyline, from the banter between the characters, and just the realness. It just felt like a real. It just felt real. That's the best way I can say that. And the last book I read was D&D, Caught Up in His Love by Miss Tay Monet. My first read of hers. This was, one of the urban romance, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it was good. It's cute. It is spicy. It is spicy, but if you're looking for something that's just like flat out real talk, they just, your homegirls talking and just, being real to the point. This is one that you want to pick up. It was, like I said, it was interesting. It kept you interested in the storyline and what they were dealing with, and I just enjoyed it. I would say if you are looking for a good, cute romance, again, I would say that would be a read now. I think I gave this a 3.5 stars, and that's it. Hopefully this was not too terribly long. Again, I always try to make my videos not too terribly long, but hopefully you enjoyed watching and finding out what my March wrap up was. And it was a lot. I had a lot of books this month. So we'll see what April brings. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am reading with my book club, my family book club, The Last Miss Parrish. So I started that, and I am halfway finished with Twisted Love by Anna Hong. So that'll definitely be in April. I'll be sharing with you my thoughts and what I think about at least a couple of those. And of course, it'll be in the wrap up. So just wanted to share that. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will definitely see you guys on the